This is a Pioneer 700 Honda side-by-side that we just got, and Dave's going to show you how it all works for your reference, and you're going to have lots of fun in it. Go, Dave.
Okay, the handles for the doors. Hope you guys have fun with this. We're going to try and go through the stuff that I remember. Are kind of in the middle of the door on the inside, so you just pull that open. There's cup holders there. The parking brake is on this side, and the headlight switch is on this side. Those are the only two things. Here, I'll turn this on. The only two things on that side of the steering wheel are the headlights and the parking brake. If you pull it back, it's just like in your car. Push it forward, it's off. On this side, I'll try to remember all the switches. We've got a light here that's on and off. That is for the cargo bed. There are some lights in the cargo bed. We'll go back there in a minute. There's a switch here for the winch. If you guys get stuck somewhere, there's a winch on the front, just like the ATVs. And there's also a remote for this one. It's not a cordless one like the ATVs, but there's a remote here, and it plugs directly into this inside of the glove box. So you have a remote for the winch if you need to use that. And this switch here, I would typically just leave in auto. That if it's at 12 o'clock, it's an automatic transmission. If you turn it to 9 or 10 o'clock, it says it's manual transmission. Manual transmission is what essentially these paddles are for on each side, so you can shift gears manually, up or down. The right side is up, the left side is down. You can use those if you're in automatic transmission, but it'll just override it after a short period of time and go back to where it's supposed to be in gear. It's going to be way more efficient, I think, just to leave it in auto, but you guys can play with it how you see fit. All the gears are here. It's just drive, neutral, and reverse. There's no gears other than that. Reverse is up, and drive is down. And there's two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and another four-wheel drive for if you're seriously off-roading. I don't anticipate we're going to need that one too much. But for if you're driving it on the road or just general driving in dry conditions at the cottage, you probably just use two-wheel drive. Probably in the winter or going down to every time you go down to the beach, I'm probably going to suggest the four-wheel drive, but we'll find out in due course. There's storage in here. There's cup holders in the side of the door for your beer and hard iced tea.
And seatbelt.
There's a seat belt here. I think I'm sitting on it because if you have this seat belt undone, there's a safety feature built in. Not having that done up is going to limit you to, I think, somewhere around 20 kilometers an hour. So if you do that up, if you happen to be driving it and it sounds like it's going to, and you're trying to go a little bit fast and it sounds like it's going to stall, or it's not, sounds like or feels like it's not working, first thing to check is the seat belt. Make sure you have it plugged in. So I'm going to suggest we just leave that plugged in there for you guys. The windshield. There's a windshield on the front that we can adjust if you want some more breeze. Right now it's opened up, so there's some more air. If you just loosen off these, you don't have to take them out, just loosen them. This will slide closed. If it happens to be raining or cold, you tighten that up. And there's one other position, I'm not going to go all the way through, but if you can take this top section right off the vehicle and leave the bottom section. So this top section will come right off. If you take these two bolts all the way out, so there's nothing there anymore, it will pivot straight up 90 degrees and come off of these hinges on the top, and it just slides straight out the front. But it has to be disconnected here and pivoted up to 90 degrees, and then it'll slide out. So that's if you want to take it right off. And I think that's what we'll do is I'll show you how to take the seat off. The seat just lifts off like this, and There's only two things you need to be able to get at. If you need to get at under the seat, the oil check is over here. And if you pull this one back, the battery is underneath the passenger seat. So you know where that one is. But what we'll have is before the end of the summer, we'll have a charger set up in the shop there's a plug on that side, on the passenger side. We'll have a charger set up to plug directly into there instead. So you don't have to take the seat off.
And here's the gas gauge.
And that's where the gas fill up is. And we'll go over the can you see it from there, hon? The seats? Okay, the handles for these doors on the back are just close right behind the front seats. There's a latch. Now the nice thing about this bed is that you can use it as a bed to throw your stuff in for the beach, or if you need two more seats, you can fold these open. Now the only thing you have to remember is for putting the seats up or down, you have to have these doors open. Otherwise the doors get in the way. So if you open this up, there's a little strap here. Just pull that cushion down, pop it into place so it doesn't go anywhere. Then you've got an extra seat. There's some seat belts for the kids that want it. And then when you want to store the seat again, you just pop this, grab that leash, unpop it, hook it back up over here, and then there's a hook. This is the only thing that isn't clear, super obvious. In each of these holes in the back corners, there's a latch that you have to push up. And when you unclick that, unlatch it, you can push that seat back down. So this will seat 4 people, 5 in a real pinch. And then the tailgate that opens with these 2 latches on the back. So if you want to, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to sit on that, but if you want to slide stuff in and out. And I think the last thing I have to show you is that if you want to throw a bunch of stuff in there, and the easiest way to empty it is to open that back. And then there's a lever right beside the driver's seat, and it will dump on its own. If it's full of heavy stuff, you might have to give it a bit of a push. And then it just pushes back down into place. Just like that. I think that covers all the bases, and if there's any questions, your mom was an expert already, so you can ask her. Oh, I didn't go over, did I go over the nets, baby? There's nets here for if you guys happen to be driving on the road. I'm not sure if you're going to need these. We'll leave these here for now. If you decide you want to use them, they just unroll and they snap into these buckles on the front. That's what these buckles are for. And when you don't want them, we can just roll these up out of the way. And I think that covers everything. So hope you guys enjoy it, guys. It'll be just as much fun as the quads, I think. So enjoy it.